Video in this video, we're going to be reacting to how TSM Myth went from 150,000 views to 60 viewers, part 2. If you want to check out part 1, it'll be in the description.
As once again, Myth would show its intent to play games other than Fortnite, and would stream and upload content on Battlefield 5. However, this was also sponsored. Interestingly, the Battlefield 5 content would not be as well received as his Rainbow Six gameplay, with a video posted to his YouTube getting just 240,000 views, which was a large decrease in viewership compared to his Fortnite content. And on Twitch...
Bro, what was that thumbnail, bro? The ski mask.
It was much worse, as his Battlefield stream would only get...
No, let's look, so... Yeah, bro. Bro, he was getting 150,000 followers every day and shit, bro. That's crazy.
Get a max view account of 6,000, which was a huge drop compared to his Fortnite streams. Whilst expected, it wasn't exactly a good sign if Myth had long-term aspirations of playing other games on stream than Fortnite. With that said, Myth would end the month of August once again in decline, and whilst the month prior he managed to maintain his 28,000 average concurrent viewers. In August...
I mean, that's good, but, bro, that is a steep decline, bro. Bro. I don't know if it's gonna, like, keep going, because at the beginning of the video, they said how he, like, only has 60 viewers, but we'll keep seeing. I feel like if like a new game comes out, I feel like he can make a comeback.
That number would fall to 19,000. If this were a normal situation, that would of course be a super impressive number. However, in the context of Myth, he'd managed to lose practically 50% of his Twitch app.
Bro, but that shows how much he grew. And, like, still good. He should just like kept his shit going, because the decline, you can usually never come back from a decline.
Audience in just 3 months, and all of a sudden, the graph of his growth was stooping down menacingly. But it got worse, as just 1 month later, in September 2018, Myth's average viewers had been cut in half once again, from 19,000 average viewers to 10,000, and people were taking notice.
It's not really cut in half, but it is kind of.
And on the 20th of September, a somewhat infamous creator, known as Exility, would post a video to his channel titled "The Mistake That Cost Myth His Career." In the video, he would discuss the sharp decline in Myth's viewership and followers, citing the failures of the Las Vegas event, emergence of new players such as Pt.2, and Myth playing games other than Fortnite, all as to reasons as why he thinks Myth is on the decline.
If you would have told me that Myth would start streaming games other than Fortnite anytime soon, I probably never would have believed you. But I think in the long run, making sponsored videos and doing sponsored streams for games that aren't Fortnite could hurt him. If you're known for something, whether it's a game or a style of video, and then you totally change it up, not as many people are going to be drawn in. So taking his social media presence down the path of variety gaming could be very dangerous for him.
All of a sudden, Myth's declining statistics were brought to the forefront of people's minds, as this video would go on to gain an extreme...
Well, after that, he whatchamacallit, if you look at the chart, it was like just like a straight line that went up a little bit, so that's good. But he should have just kept that line.
Amount of attention with over 8 million views, and viewers began to leave their own opinions in the comments. It's simple, his career was based on Fortnite. Myth's career didn't stick the landing.
Bro, it's like the memes with Ninja having cancer. It's like, just get his reboot card. It's just getting on his hair. I mean, it's mean as shit, but it's funny. I can't lie, it's funny. I'm like a cancel for that or some shit, but it's funny. Sorry.
Around this time, Myth decided to try a new style of content on his YouTube channel and would release his first vlog. And it was a hit, with 6 million views vastly eclipsing his other gaming content at the time. A trend that would continue for his following vlog releases that month. This was a huge win for Myth.
See, that's what made his channel have like, so it was like, boom, 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 and then it goes like that.
It's not uncommon for content creators to be carried by the games that they play, but Myth was showing that his...
Bro. I forget that gaming setups are like always in like the corner of rooms and shit.
Were actually more interested in him and his his personality than that of his Fortnite gameplay, which would have been a huge relief, I'm sure, considering his recent decline on Twitch. However, despite Myth's YouTube channel picking up once again, the same couldn't be said for his stream. Perhaps taking note of Exility's criticism, Myth had gone back to streaming almost entirely Fortnite, and only occasionally would play other games on stream. However, it wasn't exactly working out well, as despite devoting himself to Fortnite, Myth's viewers would start to fall sharply once again, and by mid-2019, he was now averaging...
Well, bro, if it was like that decline the whole time, shit would be so much better, but it wasn't like that decline the whole time.
Under 5,000 viewers per stream. Whilst this would still make Myth one of the biggest streamers on the platform, and most streamers would be ecstatic with this kind of audience, I doubt Myth was particularly happy with these numbers, considering that it had been just 1 year since his peak in May 2018, and he'd managed to lose almost 90% of his audience. Things were changing in all aspects of Myth's life, and around this time, he would find himself moving into a brand new DSM Fortnite house. And whilst you would expect this to be a positive change, allowing Myth to freshen up his content, there was a big problem. His iconic teammates and fan favourites, Daquan and Hamlins, were nowhere to be seen. It would seem the good old days were over, and whilst Myth was still playing Fortnite regularly on stream, if there was any doubt left he wasn't an elite player anymore, it was completely gone. Proven when Myth would have a 1v1 battle with an emerging 14-year-old pro player, Clicks, and let's just say Myth...
He's good now. He's real good now.
Got absolutely destroyed. But despite Myth's obvious decline in skill, he managed to maintain his 5,000 average viewers on Twitch and was still gaining tens of thousands.
That is good. I don't know how there's 21 minutes left of this shit, but there is somehow. So, yeah.
Followers per month.
But somewhere here is just gonna be a sharp ass decline, bro.
Probably weren't watching him anymore for his gameplay ability. It was obvious he was no longer the best in the game, so boasting those kind of numbers from personality is massively impressive. Whilst maintaining his audience was good news, Myth hadn't seen any considerable upwards growth to his Twitch audience since bursting onto the scene in 2018, and with Fortnite only getting less fresh and less popular, maybe playing just that on stream wasn't such a good idea anymore. And with that said, Myth would start mixing in other games alongside Fortnite on his streams, and it was working, as Myth would finally see positive growth to his Twitch ending the year of 2019 with an average of...
December 2019. Let me try to think of like things that happened in that year. I don't know when Chapter 2 came out.
1,000 viewers. Despite the growth, it still seems unlikely that Myth could ever get back to the level of viewership and status that he once held during his peak. But that was until April 2020, where Myth would take a huge risk and for the entire month would barely play Fortnite, streaming the game just 5 times for the entire month, instead focusing himself on a new game.
This guy cannot say month, he says month.
Myth pushing...
Month. Cannot say month, he says month.
Fortnite aside for Valorant will prove to pay off nicely, and his viewers would rapidly rise.
Holy shit! Bro, did you see that fucking incline? She was like, oh, holy fucking shit, bro, skyrocketed. Bro bursted onto the scene. Bro was like CJ Stroud in the NFL this year, where like he had like that one crazy game and he just kept going crazy and crazy. What, it was against the Bucks, he had like 400 yards, 5 touchdowns or something shit crazy like that.
X from the previous month, seeing him average 32,000 live concurrent viewers in April, alongside gaining 600,000 new followers. It would seem Myth didn't need to stick to just Fortnite after all. It had been almost 2 years since he held this kind of viewership, and with Fortnite declining in popularity, maybe Valorant was the new goal
whales. I remember the old Chapter 2 map, bro. I wish we still had it.
But unfortunately, the following month would see Myth's average viewers fall back down.
Holy fucking shit, bro, what the fuck? Bro, it goes up, and then goes right down. How does that make any sense, bro? But It's like it shows you how like quick a game can go up and then just die because you said he was playing Valorant, right? Remember Valorant was a big thing in 2020.
On to 9,000.
2022, actually remember that because that's not the same month. So.
Similar to his previous average from months past. However, there were huge positives to be taken from this. Myth had barely played Fortnite since the release of Valorant's beta, and interestingly, even after the initial burst of hype of Valorant's release, he was still averaging the same, if not more viewers than he was getting a couple months prior when he was mainly streaming Fortnite. Around this time, Myth would release a video titled The Current State of Fortnite, hinting at how disappointed he had become with the game.
Yeah. This is a good thing, like, back to what I said in part 1, it's like how you can be like the first person to be good at something and keep being good, but then people are always going to overtake you. Stupid.
Game as of recent, and for the next 3 months, Myth will continue predominantly playing Valorant and rarely streaming Fortnite. Maybe Myth didn't need Fortnite anymore. And his statistics were backing that statement. On the 22nd of July, he would stream Fortnite, 9,000 max viewers. The next day he would stream Valorant, 23,000 max viewers. Myth no longer enjoyed the game, and he didn't need to force himself to play it to maintain the success of his career. And for the next half a year, his viewers were
Bro, the agency, bro. I remember the agency. Which one of y'all remember the agency, bro? Midas? Bro, Midas. He was crazy, bro. He had, like, aimbot or some shit.
holding strong without it. Myth would play a variety of games, and instead of falling off, he actually would start growing, jumping on the trend of Fall Guys, Among Us, and eventually Rust.
Oh, bro, all those games. I actually did a video on Among Us and Fall Guys and how they fell off. You should go check that. You should go check out that video. You should go check that out. I'll put that one in the description below, too.
To be a great choice for Myth, and he would consistently see upwards growth until January 2021, when he would average 21,000 live viewers for the month. With a handful of particularly successful Rust streams, 8th of January, 71,000 max viewers, 9th of January, 74,000. Myth had now reached absurdly high levels of viewership on 3 different games in 3 different years.
That means that he's like a good person to like watch, you know. He's a good person. Like he has a good personality, and it's an enjoyable person to watch if he can do that with 3 different games. It's not just his skill; it's his gameplay that people like his commentary.
This is not normal. Myth was living the dream. He could play seemingly whatever game he pleased, while still being one of the biggest streamers in the world, and was now blowing up again. Maybe Exility was wrong after all. Maybe Myth did make the right choice to pursue variety content. In fact, it seems Myth's choice to play other games on stream than Fortnite was actually beneficial to him, not detrimental. Myth had proven the doubters wrong, but things can change fast in this industry, and the following month would see Myth's average viewers rapidly fall from 21,000
Well, it goes there and then it comes back up.
to 6,000. And whilst in the past, Myth would bounce back from moments like this, unfortunately, this time would prove to be the beginning of a consistent decline in viewership that would continue from here onward.
Well, if you look at this thing, July 2021 was where it just went downhill. It didn't get better. It didn't get better from there. And that's sad, bro, because there's no way that he, like, only has 60 viewers right now. He was such a big, like, content creator. Well, there isn't any big games going on right now, besides, like, Rainbow Six Siege. But that's because of Jinxie. Okay, I'm getting text messages. I got started. Yeah, it's just crazy how he only had 70 viewers, 60 viewers for that. Whatever the video said, I don't know. I don't even remember.
Around this time, Myth would start to see his subscriber count on YouTube begin to rapidly fall, losing over 10,000 subscribers in most months. The same would happen with his Twitter, also bleeding thousands of followers. And on Instagram, he had lost...
Why are people just... doesn't make sense why people are unfollowing him. Like, I don't get unfollowing. There's no like harm in there's no harm in having someone followed.
Around 50,000 followers every single month of 2021 so far. His YouTube content had become more and more varied, and he was now struggling to reach 20,000 views on videos. Even the fan-favorite blogs, which used to frequently attract millions of viewers, seemed to have lost their audience. But did Myth actually care? Maybe not. He clearly enjoyed being a variety creator, and of course, with masses of wealth, he didn't need to be concerned by the numbers. And ultimately, Myth was a Twitch streamer. That's what really mattered. And he was still gaining new followers in almost every stream. However, 8 months later, in October 2021, Myth's average viewers per stream had now fallen to 3,000, the lowest since the early days of Fortnite, almost 4 years.
This guy not talking. He says free in month.
Years ago. Despite a consistent decrease in average viewers, Myth would still have the occasional huge stream. One day he could be streaming to 2,600 max viewers. The next day, 105,000. It's safe to say his viewership was very sporadic at this time. Things weren't exactly looking promising, with Myth having a wildly inconsistent audience, heavily varied content, and a stream that would continue to stagnate for the following months. It would seem that Myth was slowly falling to obscurity, and wouldn't be making any headlines anytime soon. But that was until July 2022, when Myth would make a decision that would drastically change the future of his career as a streamer, signing a deal with YouTube that would see him streaming exclusively on their platform with YouTube Gaming, thus abandoning his Twitch channel. Myth had made arguably the most important decision a big streamer will ever make.
Well, YouTube's giving him a contract, so I wouldn't be mad. It's probably like $75,000. Imagine if it is.
Regards to their career, stay on Twitch or sign to a competitor on a lucrative...
Bro. Why the fuck are they using that meme, bro? Such an old meme. Oh yeah, bro, I remember I saw this one video with like the backstory of this photo. So you see how the guy is going... He just made a bottle. He just threw a, like, it was like some bottle. He threw it in like a trash can or something, and he was got the trash can off to go behind. I don't know why I did that with my hands. That was really fucking stupid.
Exclusivity deal, and Myth had chosen YouTube Gaming over Twitch. His announcement would generate massive buzz on Twitter, with over 120,000 likes on his announcement tweet. News of the announcement would make its way to Reddit, and viewers were quick to give their opinions. Good move for him. Chance a fresh start as his viewership has stagnated. Even if it doesn't work out, still gets a large amount of money. Bag secured. I remember him saying in offline chats that streaming isn't for him anymore. It's interesting to see YouTube signing Myth. His stream is not what it used to be numbers-wise. He went from 7 to 8k average viewers to 3k in the last months. Seemed like his Twitch career...
It's long in real life, bro. What the fuck? It's so long. I look cooked.
Was dying, so good move. Myth is a much bigger brand name than its actual views. He averages around 3k the last 3 months on Twitch, so Twitch has no reason to pay him big for exclusivity when there are thousands of streamers who bring more people to the platform. And for YouTube, he's a brand name people like/know, even if they don't watch him. Win-win for everyone. Despite Myth's consistent decline in viewership and followers on his various social medias, he had managed to secure the bag.
Damn. That's like, those are 20s. I think those are all 20s. But that's at least like a middle.
Yet again, whilst I can't find exactly how much this deal was worth, it's common knowledge in the industry how lucrative these exclusive streamer deals are, and it was very likely that Myth was walking away with his pockets multiple millions of dollars, if not tens of millions of dollars heavier after signing with YouTube. But whilst the money was going to be huge, there's always a catch, and it was no secret that moving
I think that's XQC.
from Twitch to YouTube Gaming was a challenge. Despite its many flaws, Twitch was undeniably the home of live streaming, and around this time boasted a 75.6% of all live stream viewership online. Twitch's live viewers dwarfed that of YouTube Gaming's. So naturally, when...
Well, bro, that, I don't know, I don't see any other analytics, but that...
Big Twitch streamers would move from Twitch to YouTube, they would often see a considerable dip in viewers, and well, as you would expect, that happened. After an initial spark of interest, Myth would quickly fall from the spotlight, and less than a month after signing to YouTube, he would upload a video titled, "This is Why I Fell Off," detailing the downfall of his career from his own perspective.
And I wanted to talk about what happened to
to my career. This is like a question that I get a lot. It's like, yeah, what happened, Myth? Why do you have this many viewers at this point versus this point? What is going on? This is the Fortnite era. This is our peak. We come...
Honestly, yeah, you should watch. That would be a good thing to watch. It's like dumb how he didn't stay consistent. I feel bad for him, bro.
Down. Genuinely, I think the main contributors to this were me not being able to keep uphold that position as being the Fortnite guy and being like successful and competitive. As you guys know, like I got a pretty laughable competitive history in Fortnite. I didn't do well, and there are a lot of things that have to do with that. You know, one of them being I was young, man. I was 18 when all this was going on. I was super young, 18 or 19, and I was arrogant. You know, I got cocky. I had all this success, and I was like, I'm the man. You know, I'm doing this. I'm doing it my way. But when that happens, if you're in a position where like you're just an arrogant ass teenager and you're getting all this.
Oh, bro, no, those clips I just saw, those were bad, bro. He almost had that last one, except the launch pad didn't place too good.
Success, it's gonna be easy for that success to slip out of your hands, I feel like, if you're not genuinely looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, hey, how can I improve? Who should I be listening to? How can I get help to keep this going? And that's kind of who I was. That's like a personality flaw in me, though. I never wanted help. I never wanted to have to rely on somebody else for the answers. I genuinely think if I was a little bit less arrogant, was more accepting to help, I probably would have not had this decline that we see here throughout, you know, August, September, into early 2019. But with that being the case, we had a decline in viewership. It happened. I had a really rough time dealing with, you know, the public words and public perspective and...
Oh, bro. I feel bad for him, you know. You gotta feel bad for him. I'm adding a lot more commentary on part 2 because I feel like last time I was just tired as fuck, bro. I was tired as fuck, and I like didn't really know what to say because I was pretty low when I was.
Being someone in this industry, you have you know, at the caliber that I was, there are a lot of people that have their opinions, and as much as you try to not let it get to you, it got to me, man. There were a lot of moments where I would be sitting staring at the go live button and I would just cry. I would really break down because I knew that right as soon as I go live I was going to get hit on. I was going to be told to myself. I was going to...
Oh my god, bro. I feel bad, bro. Damn. I never knew. This honestly should be his most viewed video. I never knew it was like this for him, bro. I feel really bad.
I was going to be told that I'm worthless and that I should quit. I'm still greatly appreciative to the success that I had and the success that I still have. Without my past, I wouldn't be the person that I am today, and I genuinely think going through the highs and the lows genuinely made me a better person at the end of the day. Having everything and then getting it taken away from you, or not taken away from you, but like you losing it at your own hand is such a humbling experience, and I am kind of happy that it happened. That was our past, but now we're here, and I'm done looking at the past. Moving over to YouTube is something that happened recently. That entire transition for me honestly feels like I'm hitting a reset button. I've had all this success and everything, but now I get to really work from the ground up and rebuild the community that
I want to be good on YouTube. I really want to do, but I don't think I am. I really don't think I am. I think just it's gonna go the way it's gonna go. Stupid shit's gonna happen. I usually add more commentary. It's just, this is a long ass video, bro, and I don't want to make it fucking like 6 hours long, if you know what I'm talking about. It's 50 minutes. I would have recorded it tomorrow. I would have recorded it yesterday, but then I would have messed up my uploading schedule.
That I feel like I never got the opportunity to build. A lot of the people that watch me for Fortnite, and maybe you're someone that was there in the past, watch me because I was the Fortnite guy. I was crazy, I was cracked at the game, or whatever. But a lot of people then didn't necessarily watch me for who I was, or were there long enough to learn about who I was. Viewers were quick to show their support and appreciation for Myth in the comments of this video. This is a really mature video. I can't imagine how painful it would be to do an introspective like this. Hope you have great success in the future. Maybe things will...
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that person right there, that's a good person, bro. That's a good person, because as you can see, bro, he humbled himself. And I remember it was 6th grade, and I humbled myself, because I thought I was so hot, I thought I would get all the girls, but then I realized, if I was so hot, then why aren't there any girls like me? And I thought about that, and I realized that I have to, like, change myself, and I, like, changed my hair, I, like, started working out, and I started doing shit, and now I'm where I am now, and I'm pretty fucking humbled.
Weren't so bad after all. And well, Myth had achieved most creators' dreams. With his spell as one of the biggest streamers in the world and his lucrative YouTube deal, Myth could stream without the pressure of money playing on his mind constantly. He could do whatever he wanted with his content. Which leads us to December 2022, when Myth would have his debut as an influencer boxer, taking part in Ludwig's highly anticipated Mogul Chess Boxing Championship.
A boxer, bro? What the fuck? I never knew TSMS boxed. That video is 5 hours long? Who the fuck is watching that shit, bro?
The event was held in front of a live audience of 10,000 fans, with more than half a million people watching at home. The stakes were high, and with past memories of Las Vegas 2018, with viewers claiming Myth couldn't take the pressure, he had a lot to prove. And well, he was brilliant. Myth would defeat his opponent, and viewers were heaping praise towards.
Let's go, Myth. I see you with that. I see you, bro. Internet knockout KO. That was stupid.
Towards him. Great fight. Myth was a beast. Myth was an absolute tank. I was proud of Myth, and I hope he continues his boxing career. Perhaps boxing was the new way forward for Myth. After all, there's huge money and viewership in the business, and judging from his debut, Myth looked like he could be one of the best influencer boxers around if he put the work in. Eventually, he would return home and react to his boxing match in a video that would vastly outperform his other content. But then the dust would settle, and it was back to gaming. Or was it? On March 9, 2023, Myth would upload a much different video than usual, titled, I Figured It Out, where he would express his desire to take his content in a new direction moving forward.
For a long time, I didn't know what type of content I wanted to make after Fortnite and after Valorant. I want to move to do something that makes me a little bit more happy. I've come to the conclusion that I want to help the future creators of the world have the knowledge that I have. Throughout the next few
I'm actually probably gonna watch that video right after this.
months or so,
Because I need help. I need help with growing.
you guys will start seeing some content uploaded to the channel that just me sitting down, dissecting, and going over certain topics that will help you
I spend so much time on my videos, and I barely get any views, which is kind of sad.
in your journey as a creator.
The video following this lived up to Myth's statements of intent for change, and instead of his usual gaming content, it was much more serious and mature, where Myth would sit down and talk to the camera for 10 minutes, giving tips on what he feels upcoming creators need to succeed in the current landscape of content creation. It would seem Myth was about to head down an entirely new path of his content, but that wasn't the case. Following his advice video, Myth would revert back to his old ways, and continue to post more gaming highlights and vlogs. Viewership remained sporadic. One video would hit 100k views, the next would barely break 10k. But that wouldn't stop Myth, and he would continue to upload and stream frequently. However, despite his consistency, his views continued to fall further and further, and his YouTube channel wouldn't see a single month of growth since streaming full-time on the platform for over a year. In fact, he was often losing tens of thousands of subscribers. Which brings us to October 2023, when Myth's viewership would reach all-time lows. By this point, Myth's YouTube uploads were struggling to reach even 5,000 views, numbers perhaps hard to fathom.
You know, you can't always be successful, bro. I remember Mr. Beast. I know I'm bringing this up. I'm an OG Mr. Beast viewer. I remember it was first to take in off Lamborghini. Okay. Wasn't the one you're probably thinking about. It was what? It was one with the original group. Jared, Taylor, Chris, Jake. And it was like a yellow Lamborghini, and it was in a garage. It was a long time ago. That's when I first started watching him. And I saw him grow, and he's still consistent. But another person I feel like fell off was, you could say this with Daquan, however the guy's name is, or like the other guy.
Considering Myth had 4.4 million subscribers, and used to average over 1 million views per video. But surely his streams were doing better, right? Well, not exactly. By this point, Myth could often be seen streaming to an audience of under 100 people, with his chat essentially at a standstill and restricted to members only. Things had changed. A lot. Sure, YouTube had a smaller audience of live viewers than Twitch, so lower views were to be expected, but this was a far fall from the 3,000 viewers Myth was averaging before leaving Twitch. At this point, old viewers of Myth may have stumbled across his channel, seeing him live to under 100 viewers, and wondered, what happened? 5 years ago, Myth was the second biggest streamer.
I feel like streaming wasn't a thing. So, yeah, he is going to be the biggest streamer, but people are always going to overtake.
Streamer in the world, the leader of the TSM Fortnite team.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever watched a live stream before.
Hundreds of thousands of followers per month on Twitch, and at one point could be seen streaming to 165,000 live viewers. How could Myth go from such heights to streaming to such a small amount of people? It seemed Myth had checked out of the streaming game.
Oh my god, bro. Pog, bro. I'm saying Pog, bro. Stupid shit, bro.
He was playing what he wanted, and clearly wasn't optimizing his stream for growth. Surely, it was only a matter of time before Myth's viewership would fall to zero. Well, that certainly wasn't the case, as on October 27th, Fortnite would make a huge announcement, revealing that the game would be going back to its original roots, rolling back the clock to 2018, with the release of Fortnite OG.
Fortnite OG, bro. I mean, if I was as good as I was on mobile when that came out, bro, I would have fucking loved that shit.
Scheduled for the 3rd of November, and Myth was ready for the nostalgia hit, and on release day, would stream the game to his audience. And of course, with Myth being one of the most iconic players of the early days of Fortnite, Myth's viewership would skyrocket, and he could be seen streaming to at least 3,000.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. It's gonna go down right after the fucking OG season's done, but let's go.
Live viewers, with his chat opened back up to the general audience. Alongside this, Myth's first upload on Fortnite OG would quickly amass over 400,000 views, and his channel would finally see positive growth, with him gaining over 20,000 subscribers in just 2 weeks. But Myth didn't indulge himself in the numbers, and whilst he could have dedicated himself to Fortnite OG and continued inflating his audience, Myth would quickly push the game aside and play the new Call of Duty release on stream, and his viewership would quickly come falling down once again.
Yeah, that's his fault, bro. Like, his new fall off is his fault. He could have just kept streaming Fortnite and got better at it, but no, you had to fuck it up and just do damn Call of Duty.
Seeing this
No,
growth
literally, in the video I made where it's like games that fell off, Call of Duty is literally there.
would be short-lived, and he was happy to go back to playing a variety of games that he enjoys, even if it meant his viewership would likely suffer. But even if Myth's viewers were to fall to zero in the coming months, it's important to remember this. Objectively, Myth is one of the greatest streamers of all time. In all of streaming history, there's very few people who have ever streamed to the size of audiences that Myth has, or generated the amount of wealth that he has in this industry. From riding the unprecedented hype train of Fortnite, Myth was always going to be fighting an uphill battle, maintaining his success. After all, where else is there to go when you're this far at the top? And while Myth could have played it safe and continued to play Fortnite for the rest of his streaming career, holding a more consistent audience, he stayed true to himself and his aspirations of being a variety streamer, despite the risks. Whilst I'm sure there may be times...
This is a wholesome ending. I'm not crying right now. I'm not, bro.
when Myth finds himself looking
Sorry,
over
I was quiet as fuck for like the past minute there. I just didn't. I didn't know what to pause and say because I'm usually saying shit. You know what I mean? I just go off my personality and what I want to say. I don't really go off like no script or shit. I like what it'd be good, you know.
his second monitor, looking at the number of viewers watching, wondering how things changed so dramatically from those years ago. At the end of the day, I'm sure Myth laughs it off, sits back, and remembers just how much he's achieved. his viewers were to fall to zero, he'd still be one of the highest paid streamers in the world, thanks to his YouTube contract. Myth came, he saw, he conquered, and he secured the bag.
I had a lot of great times with this game, but man...
Damn, bro.
I had a lot of dark times when it came to being in this industry and playing this game, bro, that I just don't even like thinking about, really. Makes me f***ing sad, bro. And, like, the main thing is, like, sometimes I get mad about it because I'm like, damn, bro, what should have been the greatest time of my life is unfortunately clouded with these dark memories. Like, this real depression that I had over this game. And the only reality of it is, you know, I just had to be stronger as a young dude, you know, because the world isn't going to get softer for you. But obviously, that's an unfair thing to ask an 18-year-old, you know. But there's a lot of learning, and I've learned a lot of great life lessons through this game. And I'm grateful for every trial and tribulation that I've gone through. Wouldn't change anything if I had to go back. Just telling you guys that, like, man, my f***ing chest.
Sometimes I feel like this, bro. Just like, I never made money off of. I'm not even sensitive. I used to be so fucking good at it. I never made money off of it, but I just sometimes think about how good I was at it, and how like probably could have made a career off of it. Hexagon did fall off. The video I made isn't about Hexagon, I just put it on the thumbnail because it's a very well-known game. The games I didn't know this was good, like Multiverse.
Heavy. It's just memories, that's all. I'm in a great place right now. I'm glad I got to express that to you guys right now, because I don't think I've ever had an opportunity to express that the way that I've wanted to before. I don't wish for anything to be different. Unless we get at hiding your emotions because as fans we never knew. I mean, listen, back then, I don't think anybody would have cared. That's the truth. That's what I told myself. At the end of the day, I was here. This is where I was. What mattered back then was winning. That was it. It was being the best. And right as soon as I wasn't the absolute best, or arguably the best, it switched up. So then, imagine if I would have came out and started talking about my emotions while people are already dogging me? Nah, bro. That's just, you're asking to get kicked while you're down, I think. So like I said, I wouldn't change anything. If you want to know what means a lot more to me, you know, it's so full circle, man. I don't even know how many people we got watching right now, but I think it means a lot more telling it to you guys that are here right now, whatever amount of people that is. And
yeah, bro, the people who watch that stream are the OG real viewers. To be honest, I would still watch TSM if it's just I, like, 100% completely forgot about him, and I wanted to play the OG season. My friends were getting on every single day. We were just playing Fortnite, bro. It was fun as shit.
than it would have been to tell 20, 30,000 people that. Because now I know you guys are really listening. So God bless y'all, man. Thank you for being here.
I think tonight the one guy everybody's been waiting to see play is TSM Myth over here. Can I hear it in the house? How many of you guys are here waiting for Myth to do some domination tonight? Do we have any Myth fans in the house?
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Okay. GG, bro. Oh, you had me there. I choked my shot. He kept building up and building up and building up, and I couldn't catch him. No!
That was a good ass ending, bro. That was a good ass ending. That's the end of today's video. Man, I feel inspired. No, I don't. I don't feel inspired at all. I want to cut that out of the video, but I can. So, that's the end of today's video. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.